fellow graduates, please stand and join me in the ceremonial moving of the task. Graduates, please be seated.
At this time, I'd like to call forward the valedictorian of class of 2014. This student has achieved the highest overall grade point average for the academic school year. It is our pleasure to present the true recipient, Miguel Ranjo.
Good afternoon, fellow graduates, teachers, faculty, parents, Dr. Godella, and Father Jack. I will give my valedictorian speech in a moment, but first, let me take a selfie. I am honored to be standing here as a valedictorian of the St. Ambrose class of 2014. I would like to thank my family, friends, and teachers for helping me receive this prominent achievement. Without their help, I would not have been able to become the valedictorian, write this speech, or read this speech for all of you to hear. Now, I have the opportunity to give a long, boring speech where I can give anecdotes, great memories, and pieces of advice. I want to thank all of you, parents, faculty, families, and especially my fellow graduates for being here and listening to my speech. When I was told I was valedictorian, I was ecstatic. But that was before they told me I had to actually prepare and read a speech. Once I heard what I had to do, I was worried. Here is a warning. Don't take anything too seriously. Even though we must ensure that we do well, don't do anything too well, or you'll be forced to give a speech in front of a lot of people. How could I possibly write a good speech? After all, I put the fun in fundamentally incapable. I will take a few words from the wisest being from a galaxy far, far away, Yoda. Do or do not, there is no try. So I guess I had to do a speech, since Yoda said I couldn't just try to do one. I also couldn't stand in front of an audience and give no speech at all. I spent the whole first day thinking about what to do while actually writing nothing down and playing video games instead. This is also known as procrastinating, one of my many skills. Many of you probably know it is not a good thing to do, but still many of you do it. On the second day, I remember the quote from George Santayana, "Those who do not learn history are doomed to repeat it." This meant that because throughout history, almost all valedictorians had the "this is the next chapter of our life" speech, or another "we did it, you survived" speech, and I had little time to figure out an alternative, I was doomed to repeat such speeches. So I decided to bring up the wise, all-powerful, and all-knowing Google search. I spent the whole day searching for an answer to my question when I found the best answer. It was called plagiarism. The horrible part is that the next day, teachers told me that plagiarism was not allowed in school. It was strictly enforced in high school and colleges. They also said that it has been allowed throughout the year. When I learned this, I decided to just tweak someone's speech a little bit so that it was different. I'm pretty sure it still isn't plagiarism. After all, I followed this quote from Wilson Meisner. Copy from one, it's plagiarism. Copy from two, it's research. Don't worry, Mrs. H. I have my index cards of research and a works cited page. Anyway, I would like to say that it would only be appropriate for the graduates to thank the teachers who have ensured that we can't do anything fun, especially this year, when they are around at least. I would like to personally thank my friends, whether you have been my friend for many years or only a few months. All of you have been there for me, making my years in school bearable and actually fun. I want to thank the unmentioned people who have played important but unappreciated roles in the lives of many, including me, from the founding of America and the ideology of freedom to the creation of such a great learning institution. I would like to thank my sister, Rafaela, for helping me with her expertise and listening to all my problems. When she became valedictorian, I hope to match her achievement and hopefully give a better speech. This was, of course, due to petty sibling rivalry, which exists in almost all families. Finally, I would like to give massive amounts of thanks to my parents, who made lunch for me, drove me to school, helped in my homework and studies, brought books and homework I forgot at home to school, and most importantly, paid for my education at St. Ambrose. They have done this for the past 8 years. I couldn't have done it with such support from my loving parents. Even though they had to work, they still had time to help and entertain me. I want to give everyone great advice. Everyone says that video games make your brain decay. I am the living example of the contrary. I have been molded by video games. I think I turned out well. For advice to the graduates, I quote from the wise sage Bilbo Baggins, "I'm going on an adventure." All of us graduates are going on an adventure to the unknown abyss, to the great unknown like Bilbo. There are many dangers for us in high school as underclassmen. For example, we will have new teachers, harder tests and homework, and we will have to fend off the wrath of upperclassmen. With a hard journey ahead, everyone must find friends who can help them. Like Bilbo, Gandalf, and the dwarves found each other, all of you must find friends throughout this journey. Bilbo ran on to his adventure and did not say goodbye to anyone, friends or family. Never say goodbye, because goodbye usually means to forget. Never forget the friends and memories you have made here at St. Ambrose. I quote from Audrey Hepburn, "If my world were to cave in tomorrow, I would look back at all the pleasures, excitement, and wonderfulness I have been lucky enough to have. But also, if you do say goodbye, it is never goodbye forever." I will see all of you again in the future. Remember to pray and ask for God's help, because God listens all the time. I have been lucky and blessed by God to have such great friends, teachers, and family. Thank you. I finally send you off into this world and into high school with the amazing and awesome quotes of good luck. May the force be with you, live long and prosper, and finally, may the odds be ever in your favor. Congratulations, class of 2014.